Hi, I'm Sam Vernon. I'm a visual artist based primarily in New York. I am thrilled that I was invited to exhibit at the Kunsthaus Hamburg. The Kunsthaus is facing a move in the near future, and as someone who has moved many, many times, I thought of this exhibition as a challenge to consider what moving means to me personally and what I consider as an individual who wants to keep things and wants to store things, but also reflecting on having to let go, having to repurpose and allow for things to have lives outside of my possession. This invitation to be in the Kunsthaus was one in which I could go into their incredible archive of posters and really look at all of the exhibitions that have been presented in this space, in this market hall. I also discovered artist portfolios as I was going through the archive, and so I was able to handle prints and drawings and photographs and ephemera, I think, that have not been seen in quite a while. And I was also able to discover some objects that had been maybe left behind or forgotten about in the cellar. So I took all of that information, including my own imagery, and I thought, let us try to bring it all together in a site-specific wall treatment. And so what it's become is a massive collage that speaks to the history of the Kunsthaus as a market hall that included many different people and the labor of selling flowers and indeed a space for people to gather. And so there was also a part of this that I wanted to invite folks from the city to work with me on this. Within the collages are many motifs. The motifs include botanical illustrations that are from a large volume about a garden that I discovered in my time being here in Germany. The market hall used to be a place in which folks could come and buy flowers and plants. And so I thought that because I had already begun to explore German botanical illustrations, that it would be a lovely way to include some of my previous research and work into this installation as well. So you can see sort of the flowers coming in and out of view, and we begin to question, do we need to have these classifications always around genus and origin, or can we kind of consider that the flowers are here to be a part of a larger conversation about how we think about the Kunsthaus in relationship to not only art, but also the histories of labor and movement and the folks that were here before it became an art space. The way I think about my own methodology as an artist is that I'm very much an artist that collects and that revisits imagery that I have in my personal archives and my personal collection. But I have begun to call that, over, I would say, the past 10 years or so, my reservoir of images. So I think of this reservoir that I have of images as a way for me to steward the images, to think about what information is maybe left out, perhaps, or what's not always evident, what goes unseen, and try to bring that to light. The exhibition is called Alter-Reservoir because I'm thinking about how to bring in material and imagery that is very new to me, that is material that belongs to the Kunsthaus, really, and how that can align with my own collection of prints and drawings, and if there's any overlap or if there's any connections that can be made between my collection of images and what the Kunsthaus has built over the past over 60 years.